off the glove key, I'll get lucky. 진심이면 everything's gonna be okay. 어떻게 벌써 왔나봐. 잠시만 기다려줄래요? 혼자 있을 때 훅 들어와. 정신없이 날 흔들어놔. 지금이 딱 널 위한 showtime. Making your same thing. 울리면 매일 찾아와 줄래? 세상 맞출래? 그냥 돌아간 잠들어버릴 거려. 시간이 지나면 굳어있던 내 마음이 내 마음이 아이스크림처럼 녹아버릴 테니까 Come knock on my door. 내 맘이야 네가 두드려줘. 다시 한번 Baby 난 knock on my door. 쉽게 열리지는 않을 거야. 내일도 모레도 다시 와줘.
Kongeørn her, den lever af mindre dyr som hare og kaniner. Men den kan altså også sagtens tage væsentligt større dyr som både ræve og rådyr. Rent faktisk så mener man, at helt op til 30% af kongeørns føde netop består af ræve. Og det er altså grunden til, at det ikke er tilladt at have hunde med her på pladsen.
Du lever livet farligt.
Noget af det, I skal lægge mærke til, det er den her meget lange, karakteristiske hale, den har. Og det gør altså kongeørnen i stand til at kunne manøvrere lynhurtigt gennem terrænet. Den flyver elegant, lydløst og altså lynhurtigt. Se, falconeren han vil nu løbe over mod træerne, mod skoven, for at gemme sig. Og det er simpelthen for at give kongeørnen en udfordring. Her kan I se hendes flugt og lægge mærke til, hvordan hun styrer med den her lange hale. Se, kongeørnen, den jager ved hjælp af overraskelsesangreb. Den holder sig skjult bag nogle høje træer eller en bjergside. Når så byttet er uopmærksomt, så slår den til, kommer ind i susende fart, helt lavt hen over jorden, overrasker og angriber byttet. Og det gælder altså også vores falconer, hvis ikke han er vågen. I kan se, at hun sidder i et stort træ derude. Der har hun altså et overblik over hele området. Se, kongeørnen her, den lever i Asien, i Europa og i Nordamerika. Og alene her i Europa, der har vi altså et sted mellem 5 og 6.000 ynglepar. Den holder typisk til i bjergeområder, hvor den bygger sine reder på bjergsider eller i store træer. Og ligesom med sortørnen, når først et par har fundet hinanden, så holder de altså sammen for livet. Se, rent faktisk, så er det for nylig blevet dokumenteret, at vi har kongeørne, der yngler her i Nordjylland. Nemlig nede i Lille Vildmose. Og det er altså kæmpe store fremskridt for den danske natur. Men de er altså ekstremt territorielle. Og man mener, der er omkring 100 km mellem to par kongeørn. Så stort er dens jagtområde altså. Så det er lidt begrænset, hvor mange par vi har plads til i lille Danmark. Se, det kan være, at hun har fået øje på en lille hare derude. Så håber jeg, I har udstyret med en god portion tålmodighed, og ikke har lagt planer for de næste par timer. Jeg hører, hun kalder på falconeren, og læg mærke til, hvordan han lader, som om han taber kødet. Det er netop for at virke uopmærksom. Det er nemlig med til at skærpe kongeørnens interesse. Man har gået på jagt, så sker der noget her. Læg mærke til, hvordan hun går helt lavt hen over jorden. Styrer direkte mod falconeren her. Og lander flot. Og man har altså gået på jagt med kongeørnene gennem mange tusind år. Og selv i dag, i Kazakhstan, der går man på jagt med kongeørnene fra hesteryg. Og inde i vores udstilling, der har vi netop et billede af en mand på vej på jagt med sin smukke kongeørn. Tak til Rina.
Byron calling me the love guru is something of a joke. But this is a African hawk eagle at very close quarters. They normally fly. I think this bird will fly fairly soon. And where its partner is, I don't know. There we go. It's going to have a poop first, perhaps. Are you ready, everybody? Get your screenshots ready. Pause your finger ready. Because, of course, the ultimate photograph is the bird or the bird as it takes off. That's what we want. Bird, don't disappoint. Come on. Are you ready, everybody? Your fingers poised over the print screen button. No, this one is very, very confiding. I'm astounded. They don't normally give us anything like this amount of time. Especially not the hawk eagle. The hawk eagle tends to be a bit shy. Catherine, you say its legs are very long. They are very long. In fact, you know what? I was just thinking to myself, there's something funny about this bird that I don't really, and I can't put my finger on it, and that's exactly what it is. It's the fact, Catherine, as you say, that it has such very long legs. And that's because it's a hawk, which means it catches other birds and often in flight. And so those long legs probably help it to do that. It grabs them with the talons. But they are very long and very feathered. Now, are you going to fly, bird? No, I don't think he is. This is spectacular, everybody. I think this is a male. The female is a bit bigger than that. And I suspect quite strongly that there is another one around here somewhere. Here we go. No. on. I'm just listening to an update here about Karula's babies, which apparently are still viewable from Gowrie Main Road, which means Karula is hunting somewhere. And the youngsters are still to the south of Little Gowrie. I'm just going to keep you posted on that. I'm going to give this bird another 1 second to fly. And then we're going to press on. Gorgeous. Oh, there it goes. Come on, bird, give us a fly. Ah, now Lisa, a good one from you. Maybe you've just started to keep a bird list. How many species of birds you want to know are there in this park? Well, in the Kruger Park, of which we are part, there are over 500 species of birds. Out here, the total species list probably just touches 300. But more commonly, I think you could probably expect to see 250 birds fairly regularly from here. Now that was it was bombed there. I thought it was a drongo, but it isn't. It's a kingfisher. Watch the kingfisher bombing this bird. The hawk eagle. There were 2 kingfishers that came in. They did a little swoop past, as if to say, "Get out of here. We don't want you here. You nasty creature. You killer of our kind." Yeah, David, I don't know the answer to this, but for protection, perhaps. You say, why would a bird have feathered legs rather than unfeathered legs? Well, I guess there are 2 reasons. One would be protection against biting things. So if you are perhaps, let's say you're a martial eagle and you like to kill monitor lizards, well, I guess the feathers would protect your legs if you don't quite time your attack perfectly, and you get yourself into a little bit of trouble and you get bitten. So that's one. Oh, that was the kingfisher coming in again. And then the other thing I suspect is for thermoregulation. And you may find that these eagles evolved at a time when it was a lot colder. And bare legs will lose an enormous amount of heat, and feathered legs not so much. So I'd be interested to know in the New World and in northern latitudes, at higher latitudes, if there are fewer birds with bare legs than there would be out here.